Jag here, and it's time for Jags Jabs. I am Jefferson Alonzo Green, aka the Jag, and I'm back to do what apparently you guys like the most, and that's talk trash about pro wrestling. So today, the Jag is jabbing at the NWA and the powers that be, whether it's Billy Corgan, whether it's Dave Marquez, or whomever made this decision, because last night, the Jag saw that Scott freaking Steiner has been added to their marquee matchup. Okay, we got the wild cards, which is Royce Isaacs and Thomas Latimer, I believe. And now the third man, the third person, the mystery person, was Mr. Scott Steiner going up against Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express and two to be announced mystery partners. Now, I don't know who the mystery partners are going to be, but let's take a look at something here real quick. We've got Ricky Morton, who I believe is age 63. We've got Scott Steiner, who I believe is age 57. We've got Thomas Latimer, whom I believe is age 33. And we have Royce Isaacs, who's a mystery man. I couldn't find anything about Royce Isaacs' age, so let's just leave him out of it for now. If you look at these three gentlemen, and you average their age, three competitors, the average age of the men in this match is 51 years old. Let me let that sink in for a minute. 51 years old. This is a geriatric match. This isn't a ladder or chairs or tables match. This is a walker match, okay? I don't know what the hell they're thinking. I know nostalgia sells tickets. I know nostalgia is popular. I know that nostalgia puts butts in seats, but the Jag is possibly gonna piss a lot of people off today because I'm gonna talk a little more trash than usual. And what I'm going to say is that I saw the Rock and Roll Express at Bar Wrestling a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't good. Now, a couple weeks later, I saw him on AEW, and they were doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Ricky Morton had his Canadian Destroyer, which looked rough. But hey, they pulled it off. They took some big bumps. The crowd went wild. It's a big nostalgia pop. I get it. But in the ring, working a match at Bar Wrestling against Rock Nest Monsters, it was a crappy match. Now, when you watch the video that we did a couple weeks ago, we gave them a lot of grace and we said, hey, you know, it was entertaining. And it was entertaining, but the action in the ring was lackluster at best. And so now we're going to bring out the freaking Rock and Roll Express and Ricky Morton. He's going to walk out to the ring at 63 years old and put on a match. God only knows how good or bad it's going to be, but if history solves the mystery, which is one of my favorite sayings, then the mystery is solved. This is going to be a crappy match. Now, Scott Steiner, who is 57 years old, is not the Scott Steiner we remember. There'll be no Frankensteiners in here. There'll be no crazy, power strength maneuvers, at least that I can remember, because remember, the Jag saw Scott Steiner, guess what? At Bar Wrestling a couple of months ago. And it was a decent match. Again, it was entertaining. However, he didn't look like the old Scott Steiner. He sure as hell didn't move like the old Scott Steiner. And the match wasn't what the Jag was hoping for or believed it could or probably should have been. The other competitors in the match, Joey Ryan, Orange Cassidy, Brian Cage, they pretty much carried the match, and Steiner got a couple moves in. He did a Steiner mat promo, and everybody loved it. I mean, it was a great show. Entertaining as hell. It was worth the money. But if you add in Royce Isaacs, and God only knows if this guy worked for the CIA or what, I can't find anything on his age, but let's assume he's the same age as his tag team partner, Mr. Thomas Latimer, and call him 33. If you add in Royce freaking Isaacs, the average age for this match, for the known competitors in this match so far, drops down to 46.5. Let's just call it 47. 47 years old is the average age of the four known competitors in this match. I apologize to each and every person in the ring. I know that you're great. I know that you're fantastic, but I have a hard time believing this match is going to be awesome. And speaking of old people, look, this is where the Jag pisses people off. I don't know what's going on. We're trotting out the old nostalgia play. We got PCO as the champion in Ring of Honor. That man just turned 53 years old. I don't understand what's going on, that we're kind of resurrecting these classic guys, these heroes of old, and bringing them back out for another run. But damn, I mean, Hulk Hogan's old ass is on Instagram and Twitter talking about, I'm ready for one last match, brother. Who should I wrestle? Man, Father Time, that's who you should wrestle. I don't understand exactly what's going on or why this is happening, but come on, America. Do you want to see more 60-year-olds in the ring? Do you want to see more 50-year-olds in the ring? Let me know in the comments. Just hit that like button down below. Hit the dislike button if you dislike what I'm saying, and leave a comment to explain and support your argument, because I don't understand why we would bring people into the ring that have or qualify for AARP cards. That's going to do it for Jags Jabs. PCO, no disrespect to you. Ricky Morton, you're a legend. However, you are old. Scott Steiner, also a legend, still old. I mean, I just don't see it. I just don't get it, guys. I mean, there's so many amazing young talents out there that could really put on a hell of a show. We can build people. How about if we build people instead of trotting out a bunch of geriatrics? Wouldn't that be a novel idea? NWA has a fantastic show. I freaking love it. And now we're doing this? Come on, guys. Again, that's going to do it for Jags Jabs. Let me know what you think in the comments. Follow me at AKA The Jag on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I said social media, I guess is what I was going to say. You can always follow Make Me a Fan at Make Me a Fan 316. And I hope to see you back tomorrow.